Did you watch Monday Night Raw?
Monday Night Raw, yes.
You did? Let's discuss it. Okay.
It was a very good show.
So, it starts off with Rhea Ripley. She comes out, she says, Mammy's back. And basically, I'm not going to go into all the details here because this is a thread throughout the show, is Dom's trying to win her back. Okay? So he comes out with a black rose. He's groveling for it. And the funniest thing about it is this is hysterical because still whenever Dom tries to talk, the fans just boo him out of the building. So he's trying to get Rhea back. He's getting booed out of the building. Then Liv appears on the big screen. She said she had a long weekend in Mexico and has always been known as quite the screamer. She said she tried to take Dom from Ripley to hurt her, but then she got to spend time with him, looked into his eyes, and kissed him. And she said it became very real to her. Morgan said that while Mammy might finally be home, Liv is finally on top. Dom told Ripley that's not what it looks like, and Ripley ignored Dom and said that Morgan is afraid to face her because she knows it will end her revenge tour. Then Ripley challenged Morgan to face her at SummerSlam. Morgan said she would not run, but Ripley said she knows she's not the same person. Morgan said she would finally beat Ripley and hoped to see Daddy Dom there too, and she waved goodbye. Then Ripley looked into the camera and said, I'm not only going to end your revenge tour and your title, I'm going to end your career. What'd you think of this?
Wait 1 second. I just got lost here. I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Deal.
Problems on my Windows here. Okay, so this to me was great storytelling, and now with a soap opera feel to it. And it reminds me a lot of what Eddie did with the OG mommy, which is China. Liv is so much better than she was a year ago. And this is proof that sometimes it takes a while. One good gimmick, one storyline away from making. Look how much I used to criticize Nia Jax. Now I put her over. I used to criticize Sheamus, put him over. Sometimes it takes a while, and Liv, got there. This was great storytelling progression, as I say before. And now finally, she got in, Rhea Ripley's coming back for her title. And I love the part when she was looking at her and the camera caught her going when Ripley came out. That was great camera work.
Wait, who? What are you talking about?
It's Rhea and Liv.
What do you mean with who came out?
You mean last week, right, Konnan?
No, it was last week, Konnan.
As a surprise?
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah. Are you in Iran?
Yeah.
All right. It's kind of interesting, too. And one of the reasons they're doing such good business is that...
You're right. Yeah, she came out on the screen. That was great.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the Raw rating, 1.669 million, but the quarters are not out, and I don't know why that would be. Because even Dynamite's out. I'll just keep looking, but they're not on WrestleNomics.
The Dynamite quarters are out.
Yeah. All
right. Okay, so let me make a point. This is kind of entertaining because if you think about it, they've got good episodic storylines going with a lot of mid-card talent, So it makes the show like better. You're interested in Chad Gable, you're interested in Dom.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not just interested in 3 guys or 4 people and everybody else is like, yeah.
Right. So this did not make it. So we're going to do our first thing that did not make it to Hulu: Sheamus versus Bronson Reed, and Sheamus beats Bronson Reed. And after the match, Sheamus stood on the ropes and played the crowd, and Reed charged Sheamus, but Pete Dunne showed up and cut him off with a kick. And Dunne left the ring. And Sheamus asked what was wrong with him. When Sheamus turned his back, Dunne entered the ring and hit Sheamus from behind. Then Dunne went to ringside and shrugged his shoulders while Sheamus was still down. And then Reed hit Sheamus with the tsunami splash and get his heat back. I didn't see this, but does this come across well on TV?
I just forgot to mention something. I remember that during the match, Michael Cole said that Rhea's return last week drew 50 million views across social media. That's crazy. And another thing I wanted to remember, just to show you that they're hearkening back to the days of Eddie in China, he keeps calling her Mamacita, which is exactly what Eddie called China. It's really weird to hear it again,
Did you remember, Konnan, that back in 2000 when they did that angle, one of the weeks they told the story where Eddie was taking China to his prom because Eddie just graduated the GED course? You think that would fly today? I think that's a little racial,
Tremendous. Yeah. You got to just laugh at it, right?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, you know how it is.
Yeah, but anyways, that's how they thought.
So next was they go to the clubhouse where Priest is welcoming Rhea back, and all the guys are there playing video games. And then Dom comes in and told Ripley he'd been trying to reach her all week, and Ripley plucked rose petals while asking Dom What about the last 3 months? Whether he was too busy playing around with his little girlfriend. And then she stormed away, and Carlita said, boy, she's mad, huh? Dominik's like, yeah, so he's trying to get her back still.
You know what's so great? This is what's so great, Disco, about the Dominik storyline. Because there's nobody that, like, when he disrespected his dad, you know, like the smart mouth punk, we all know somebody like that. You just want to smack it, and that blew up. And we can all relate to the guy trying to make up with his girlfriend because, you know what I'm saying? So it's such a simple, great storyline to tell. And the best part is that they're still playing the video game Liv Morgan brought them.
Right. They're trying to make these guys come across like they're very making them like have a baby face appeal, you know, while they're playing video games and stuff. So next is
but they're still staying unlikable, which is a great part.
Gunther had a really good video package they had.
Yeah, he did.
I'd recommend going out of your way to see it. Then earlier in the day, they showed Zelina Vega interview by Jackie Redmond, and she asked about how Rhea's return affects her quest for the championship. And Vega said she didn't have any love for Morgan or Ripley. She said she'd be champion if it wasn't for that dirty Dom Mysterio. Then Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark showed up, and Deville said the line starts with them, not Morgan or Ripley. And Vega said she couldn't hear anything past Deville's forehead and issued a match challenge. Back live, she makes her entrance, and so this is earlier in the day. The three of them punk her out. She challenged Sonya to a match. They go out there for the match, the three of them. She has no help with her. They distract her, and Sonya Deville beats her in 1 minute. This did not do much for the Zelina Vega character. Would you agree with that, Konnan?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they're going to give it back to her. You know what I'm saying? Somehow down there. But I do like Sonya Deville because the other two girls, Baszler and Zoe Stark, bro, they're really good in-ring performers, but they don't have much charisma. They're not that good on the mic. And Sonya has a ton of charisma. It's very good on the mic. So I'm liking, you know, how they saved that tag team. Instead of splitting it up, they added what they needed. So that was very well done there.
Well, let me show you this. This is kind of to finish this. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But they show a very brief thing shot earlier in the day. They go out and they have a match, 1 minute. After the match, they attack Vega. And then all the other girls that aren't in any storylines or anything, they just come out to save her. Katana Carter and Lyra Valkyria. And then they all come out. Bro, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 female characters were put in a 2-ounce can, basically, for the amount of time they got on the show trying to forward the segment. This is literally like 3 minutes of television, and you had 8 people in it and stuff. And
I don't know if their time was cut out, it was cut down, but if it wasn't, this was 10 pounds in a 5-pound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if you went to the bathroom, you missed all these characters.
Right.
Like the whole thing, you know?
Right. And it's not even interesting.
Right.
Now, but I will say one thing, bro. How good did it look? How she hurt Zelina's arm?
Yeah, that's a good little gimmick they do with that.
Yeah. So
Dom asked Priest why he didn't warn him about Ripley last week backstage, and Priest said Dom was too busy with Morgan. Priest said he gave Dom advice, but Dom lied about communicating with Ripley and ending things with Morgan. Then Jey Uso showed up and asked.
Okay, wait 1 second. Stop right there. Wait. While Disco's talking, Joe, find that. This is hilarious. This is the Dominik and Priest and Jey Uso segment.
Watch your mouth. Watch your language.
Okay, my bad.
So Jey asked if it was true that Ripley was single and ready to mingle. And Priest said maybe. The Dom got
no, but he said they're ready to. He goes, because I want to holla.
Right.
He goes, maybe.
So Jey told Dom to tell Mommy hi for him and then left the picture. Then Priest said Dom has been to prison and can't let people talk to him like that. Priest said Dom needs to show Jey who Ripley belongs to. And Dom said Priest was right and he was going to take care of business.
What a great segment.
Priest laughed after Dom walked away, and then Cole hyped Priest meeting face-to-face with Gunther. Go ahead.
Bro, Priest has been incredible in this. Go ahead.
Yo, Priest, why didn't you warn me about Mommy last week?
Warn you about Mommy? I tried to tell you, but you were busy with Liv. I've given you advice. It's not my fault that you lied to me about communicating with Rhea, and you lied to me about ending things with Liv.
Tell me, is it true? Is it true? Is it true? What? Tell me it's true.
What?
Rhea Ripley is single and ready to mingle, because I'm trying to holler.
I mean, maybe.
Wi-Fi. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, and keep the whip out of yourself.
Man, you see Mommy tell her I said hi.
Hey, man, you've been to prison, bro. You can't let people talk to you like that. Then what? You got to show Jey Uso who Rhea Ripley belongs to.
You're right. I'm going to go take care of business right now.
Glad Damien's enjoying this. He goes face to face with.
Bro, how great was that?
So Priest comes out, and him and Gunther have a face-to-face. And basically, the gist of this is Gunther's talked about how this was the gist of it, the crux of this promo. Priest mentioned that, life for him was pretty hard growing up in the streets, and he had to work for everything he got. And Gunther said, I had good parents, and everything I was provided to me. It's like, because they recognized my excellence, basically. And he basically said, you were from the streets, which means I'm like this had a little bit of the what movie was that? What was the movie with the Socias and the
the Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Yeah.
Kind of had the gimmick of hey, the guy from the street versus the rich kid, cocky, rich guy and everything, which is kind of the dynamic they're trying to write. That's the dynamic they're trying to set up here.
Or almost even like Rocky and Apollo Creed.
Right.
Apollo Creed had all the money, and Rocky, bro, I saw the other day, I hadn't seen it since I originally saw it in the 70s, okay? And a lot of times movies, they don't age well. Bro, Rocky, I saw Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bro, that still holds up.
Right.
Don't even get me started, because for the I will stomp on it anyway, because it's Rocky. It's not involved with Raw, but same thing, man. The last week or two, I've watched everything up to Creed 2 over again, and this movie's
phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal, dude. And the thing, Sylvester Stallone wrote that, nobody wanted it.
Yep. It's amazing.
Okay, so there's a couple things here. So yeah, basically exactly what you're saying. I had to work for mine. I came from the dirt, and you always hand it to you. But Gunther's just like a condescending, and I actually wrote some things they said because I knew I'd forget. Gunther told Priest, talking about him being the champion, he goes, your reign has been nothing, no prestige, no contributions. And then he said, I want to lift that weight off your shoulders and spare you the embarrassment at SummerSlam. Just hand me the title. And then Priest actually told them, for someone who claims to have so much clarity, it amazes me that you can't see what's going to come right at you. Very good promo, good intensity, good delivery. Right.
Inside the Judgment Day Clubhouse, Balor and McDonough said they wanted to address the elephant in the room regarding Liv Morgan helping them win the tag titles. Ripley said, no worries. She said Liv played her games and they didn't work, but the tag titles are back where they belong, and now it's her chance to get hers back. Then Dom came and interrupted again and said Jey Uso was talking out of line about Ripley, so he went to Pierce and got a match made. I actually think Jey Uso went to Pierce first and got the match made, right? Yeah, then Dom said he'd get the match made, so that was kind of like a lie. Ripley asked why he was picking a fight with Jey, and Dom said he could get the match canceled. Then Ripley asked Dom if he was a coward. Dom said he wanted to show Jey and everyone else that Mammy still belongs to him, or Mommy still belongs to him. And Ripley took offense and left the room while Dom tried to backtrack. And Carlito said, dude, not cool. So Drew McIntyre.
I gotta know, Di, at some point. At some point, Konnan, maybe you know, or I don't know if it can be said, but whoever is, if there's somebody specific that works on all this Judgment Day stuff, and Dom and Liv and Rhea, this every little thing, like even little bits like that, are just tremendous, and they all work. I got to find out who their guy is.
So Dominik comes out for his match against Jey Uso. Good start to this, because I actually worked out with Dom a few weeks ago. He's still has good intensity on his offense, which he needs to do because he's kind of undersized.
Right?
It's like his kicks and punches and stuff still look good. I don't know about Jey Uso's punches though, because it's kind of weird. He's hitting the guy, but his hand isn't even in a clenched fist when he's punching him in the head. And that's kind of like, just clench your fist a little bit, dude. So then they have the match. You're in the line of sight of the fan again. They have the match, and Rhea comes out because Liv Morgan came out and pulled Dominik out of the ring when he was going to get splashed.
Right.
Then Rhea came out and caused Morgan to exit the crowd. Then Morgan ran up the steps to escape while Ripley told Dom to finish the match. Is this what you were referencing, Konnan? Liv Morgan's face when Rhea came out?
Yeah.
This segment?
That was it.
So then Dom came back in the ring and ate a spear and then took a splash. And after the match, Jey Uso made a hand sign to hey, Rhea, give me call me. So, yeah.
How great!
So that was kind of that was funny. So, what'd you think of this?
It was great. I mean, the best part, all of it is great. I mean, and her landing on top of her again, and that's where she goes, and she runs away from her. And so, yeah, I'm really into this because there's so many ways this could go.
So then they go backstage, and Dom was walking backstage, and Damian Priest greeted him and said it was rough that he lost in front of Rhea. Speaking of which, take it easy, Priest said. Ripley stood next to Dom and said she does not belong to anyone. I'm not yours, Ripley said. You're mine. And Ripley hit Dom a black rose and walked away, and then Dom had a big smile on his face. What'd you think of that turn of events?
When I saw it, and I might be overanalyzing this, but I just thought, is she really going to let him get away with this, or is she about to screw him over?
Yeah,
and maybe go out with Jey Uso or something.
Right. Yeah, I don't think the Black Rose was a good omen for him. You know.
Right. Well, what'd you think of the show? I thought it was
very good.
Yeah.
I thought it was very good because we had what do you call this? Ripley comes back. We got the Ripley Morgan Mysterio love triangle. We got the Judgment Day stuff, which is great. Which is very good. We've got Priest and Gunther, which they're ratcheting it up, every week. We've got the great Drew McIntyre, bro, in rare form now with Rollins and Pierce and CM Punk. I'm digging the show.
Hang on. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I thought the show was decent too. So that's been our Raw review.
I thought it was more than decent. Boom. Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.